Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Alolan Ninetales with Charm. Shadow thing is going to be doing so much damage, but first we're going to be looking at Galarian Rapidash. Now we are going to be in the Fantasy Cup, and we're not going to be going with Body Slam. High horsepower for the steel types, and then the Play Rough for the dragons. So kind of a double nuke style move. Galarian Rapidash, you usually want Body Slam to spam, but I was thinking, there's a lot of steel, and then with the Giratinas, high horsepower, I'm just gonna go with those two, and it worked out. It was okay. I don't recommend using Rapidash, but let's go ahead and take a look at the battles here because they are kind of fun. We will be pairing it up with Registeel, of course. I'm not gonna stop using this thing in this cup. It's just nasty as hell when you do not have fighters to worry about other than like Lucario, right? Those are really not too common. I haven't had that matchup. And then Giratina as well. So with that said, sit back, relax, go ahead and take a look at what we have here. Now, as far as this Galarian Rapidash's IVs, 100% IV, that's not what you're going to be wanting to go with. And not necessarily. Yeah, lower attack for sure, and you're going to be able to actually have more bulk. This thing is not able to take a hit whatsoever. That's why it's not really ideal. Now, as far as Ninetales, that's just an amazing Pokemon to have. You can also make a Galarian Rapidash for the Ultra League. I mean, it's not crazy investment. It's a little steep, but it's definitely a fun pick for sure. But conventionally, you're gonna be wanting to go with Body Slam, and I don't think high horsepower. It's more specific for this meta. All right, now if you hear some sort of like people screaming, that is just my neighbors having a barbecue. And they're having a good old time, so that's what that is. All right, so let's see what we have going on here. Rapidash kind of scoffing at the Haxorus move as they do bring in the Galarian Weezing, which will be taking super effective from the high horsepower. They're going to be shielding it up. Galarian Rapidash's attack is pretty decent, as a matter of fact, and they're hitting me with Sludge. Not a very good poison charge move, but it is going to be doing some damage as well as getting stab and super effective. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can catch one of those here, and we catch one. That's great. Okay, so Play Rough is not going to KO. Can we Shadow Claw down? It is going to be pretty close. I think we should be able to. They're going to be swapping. And what did they bring in? Was that the Haxorus? Okay, well that works too. Another dragon sounds great. We do have that Ninetales, but we're still in this position where we could, screw it up. So we'll go ahead and bring in the Registeel so we can just absorb whatever they throw. More than likely the superpowers, there they are. And we'll go for the Flash Cannon immediately here so we can take it out or get a shield. And we're getting a shield, and it's going to be the last one as well. The superpower should KO. We survived with a hair. I don't know if they undertapped or what, but nonetheless we swap immediately, and so do they, bringing in that Haxorus. Shieldless, I hit them with the Play Rough, take them down. I completely spaced out they had this damn Galarian Weezing. I thought they already had this in the bag, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to farm them down here, and I do, using my last shield for the sludge they threw, getting to the Play Rough against the Dragonite, and we take that win, and we're looking good there. Yeah, that Galarian Weezing took me off surprise. I was like, wait a minute. wait, we still got to deal with that. All right, and Empoleon. Okay, well, we do have high horsepower, which is super effective. Let's see if they let it go. And they do, almost one-shotting it. Oh, baby, let's go. All right, so we swap into our Giratina here, and it doesn't really matter what they bring in, even if it's going to be this fairy here, which is going to hurt with the Play Rough, so we'll shield up the first one. And at this point, it's kind of obvious we're going to be going for a Shadow Force, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a shield out of them, and that's exactly what we're going to be getting from that Slurpuff. Getting to another Play Rough, we're letting this go. We're not going to shield this up. And it KOs. We do have the Registeel now. It's not gonna, we take, a lot of damage from the flamethrower actually, from that thing. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, flamethrower doing some good damage there. I don't remember if I undertapped this or not. Okay, now I do not. But they use a shield. All right. I am not going to use my last shield here. We're gonna actually let it go. It's gonna do a decent amount of damage, but not to the point where we're gonna have to use our shield here. Going for the Flash Cannon, taking them out, and they're bringing in a Tapu Fini. All right, Galarian Rapidash, it's up to you. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one off, to be honest with you. All right, going for the Play Rough. We simply just cannot take the damn. Why am I not? Oh, they caught. Okay, so I threw this battle in here because, one, we're going to lose for sure. That catch was actually phenomenal. I think that was their win con. So very, very nice catch with that Empoleon that had literally no HP. You turned it around, you took the high horsepower in the beginning, and it made it look like you could have potentially lost this battle. And then at the end, you used it against me, and that's why I love that one. Good game. Next battle, we're going to have a swap in with an Escavalier, and you know, it could put up a pretty good fight still with Drill Run. Get off a couple of those and bring Giratina into the red. And if you do shield up somebody's Shadow Force, you're going to kind of screw with them big time. So yeah, Escavalier putting in that work always. Very weak to fire. All right, down they go. Shadow Force taking them out. Sounds like they're doing fireworks now. Great. And they're charming me out. It wasn't even worth throwing the Dragon Claw there. All right, so they're going to be swapping and locking themselves in with the Haxorus. I'm going to go for the high horsepower here, see if we can get a shield, and we do. Great. Now, I had a feeling that they wanted to go for Earthquake, so they built up 2 potential Earthquake. It is a breaking swipe, but the matchup with their final Pokemon is so good with my Registeel that I just don't care, and I will double shield at this point and just keep hitting them with high horsepower, which is going to be enough. And they do go for Earthquake, so it's a good thing I did shield up, getting to another high horsepower, which will be enough to take them out. They only lowered our attack by 1 stage, immediately swapping into that Ninetales, and that is going to be a wrap. There is nothing it can do. All of its moves are going to be resisted, Shadow or not. It is done. All right, good game. Next battle, met with a Lucario. That is, you know, it's very rare to see a Lucario in the lead for me here. Okay, so let's go ahead and go for that high horsepower. This is going to be a quick one here. They were not expecting that, and we take the win with the high horsepower Rapidash in the beginning. Let's go. Next battle, met with a Tapu Fini, and this, you know, again, you're just taking so much damn damage. That water gun is really digging in, unfortunately, and the surf is really going to hurt compared to these other Pokemon here. So shielding it up, and they're retreating into a Haxorus. So okay, we can go for this. We're gonna go for the high horsepower. They saw our play rough, they don't know, and shielding up the high horsepower still would have done a ton of damage anyways. Yeah, Earthquake probably. Yep, Earthquake's gonna be taking us out here. I didn't want to use 2 shields, and we are getting to the Dragon Claw, but they get to the breaking swipe, unfortunately. So we'll just let it go for now. All right, we have to hold on to that last shield here. Taking out their Haxorus, we have our attack down, so we have to think about that. Bringing in a Giratina Origin, so I swap into my Registeel here so we can kind of just refresh that debuff. And yeah, since we do have Flash Cannon, at least we're going to be able to do some good damage. I mean, this is the Ultra League, and that thing is for the Master League. I mean, it does great here too, but you know, overall, it really can't take a hit like that. So they're going to be retreating, and we do go for the Flash Cannon as they do bring in that other Pokemon. Is going to be that Tapu Fini, farming us down here. We do have 1 shield. We get to the Dragon Claw. Do they have 1 shield left? I think. Nope, that's a wrap. Oh, nope, another loss. That's okay. That's all right. It's still a good game here, and yeah, we're going down. Now, I didn't shield that because it was just going to happen anyways. There was nothing I can do. As Thanos would say, it was inevitable. Okay, because they pretty much doubled up on their charge moves there. All right, next battle, we're met with a Tapu Fini here. So I started to kind of work around this whole thing. I was getting a lot of Tapu Finis. I was thinking, you know, I should just put Magnezone up front, see what happens. All of a sudden, I'll probably start getting Excadrills, just magically. So we're going to go ahead and just build up to almost 2 of those Powdered Snows and hit them back to back. We'll barely survive this here. Or never mind, the different one, they go for the Moonblast. Yeah, definitely going down with that. Bringing in the Giratina to farm them down. We are going to be ahead a little bit on the energy since we did get in an extra Shadow Claw to take out that Tapu Fini. Okay, and going for another Shadow Claw here, hoping that there's something in the back that the Registeel is going to be able to handle, and not a Escavalier, because that's always not a very comfortable matchup. So I do swap into it at this point just to be sure, because the Giratina with that much health can still handle the Escavalier pretty well. They are going to have an Empoleon, so this is great, no problem at all. We go for the Flash Cannon. You know, it's really funny. Every time a person uses Flash Cannon on me, it's like a 90 to 95% chance that they get the debuff. With me, let's see, do I get it? Did I get it before? Well, they let it go. So, well, they had no more shields. Yeah, it's a wrap. But I'm thinking, I'm putting too much hope in that happening, and I need to not hope that it's actually going to get the debuff with the Zac Cannon. All right, anyways, what's going on here? Yeah, let's go ahead and just finish this off. And Registeel, man, this thing was crazy good investment, really, absolutely. So if you're new to this game and you're wondering what you should start working on next, when you can, Registeel, definitely. All right, we had a great lead. Algorithm is working in my favor. You want to know why? Because when I was using Rapidash, I went 2-3, 2-3, 1-4. Okay, so it's letting me have some great leads. It's like, okay, give him a little slack. Yeah, give him some more of that slack. All right, bring his percentage back around to normal. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, this freaking game, man, I swear. All right, anyways, we did under tap. I'm getting good at that here with the Registeel, finding the little sweet spot. Unfortunately, not able to get to another one there. They locked themselves in with an Escavalier, and I thought they'd back out, but they are going to put up a fight. They said, nah, I'm not done with you. Not done with you yet. Still have 2 shields. Why in the world would I even back out? You're right. Let's go. All right, so Drill Run, doing more with that acid spray now. If they shield this up, ooh, oh, sheesh, that's not good. That's not good. So now we're going to go ahead and just start throwing Nervous Dragon Claws here. Getting a shield, getting the last one. We still have 2 shields left. The thing is, you know, we've got what? Oh, yeah, perfect. No, we planned it like this. Exactly. So we charmed them down, and there's nothing. Yeah, we win with 2 shields, but they had a bad lead, swap, and I mean, they just really got RPS really bad there. You know how it goes. Next battle. Wow, I never seen this many Giratinas in the lead like that. That's crazy. All right, so they're going to be swapping into a Heatran, and we're going to bring in the Giratina, of course. I'm expecting the Lava Storm there. Going to go for the Shadow Force. I'm telling you, Shadow Force is, oh man, on Giratina Altered, so good. I haven't seen it on the Origin yet. I personally have it, but again, we've discussed this. It's just better going with Shadow Ball because it costs less energy and you're doing that much more damage than the Altered anyways. But could you imagine, what would you, I mean, you could nuke some stuff with that. Anyways, that's something I should maybe try out in the future. Okay, so bringing in the Ninetales here. They're going to be getting to a Shadow Ball, so we're definitely going to be shielding this up and kind of just putting hope into we can, oh well, yeah. It's a good thing we did. Haxorus in the back. I'm pretty sure they let this go. Yeah, it's a wrap. They already know. And we take the win. Good game. Moving it on to our next opponent. What are we going to see? A Tapu Fini again with the Tapu Fins. Oh my goodness. You know, it should only allow you to use a Pokemon a certain amount of times per day. If you've used it to, actually, you know, that wouldn't help jack crap. Because then it'll just give us the people who haven't used it yet. Shit. Oh, wouldn't that be something though? That'd be pretty cool. All right, anyways. Didn't they say they're going to shake it up? Shake something up for Go Battle League? All the moves? Change something for the better? Something that's going to happen soon. We'll see. I'm optimistic. Shoot, do whatever you want to do at this point. I'm all for it. All right, so we've got an Escavalier, our worst nightmare here for this specific cup. The counter user with Drill Run. So we're going to swap after taking that damage and bring in our Giratina. They're going for an acid spray here and bringing in Flygon. Things are getting a little bit hairy. I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't. Something that rhymed with Flygon. All right, so we're going for a Dragon Claw here. And remember, our attack or defense is dropped. So Dragon Claw is going to do a lot of damage. Oh, jeez, jeez. All right, shielding this up, nervous, thinking, how the hell can I swap now? Okay, we can go for a Dragon Claw here. We have the Registeel. Can we get to the move, though? We stay here. Okay, that was a good thing we did that, because if we went into the Registeel, that probably would have farmed us down, and then we would have been screwed there. But good game, taking that win there. Moving it on to the next one here. We got a Giratina, all these Giratina leads. Altered and Origins, love to see it. Swapping into a Melmetal. A lot of these double iron bashes for the Fantasy Cup because of the fairy types roaming around. I think the big winners here for the Fantasy Cup are going to be Clefable, Giratina, obviously Tapu Fini, and Melmetal. Then there's, you know, other picks in between, but those things are just, jeez. You know, you could just use those and just take over. It really depends how well you play and your leads that you get. I'm not saying it's an automatic loss if you get a certain lead, but you can play out bad leads with those 2 or those 3 Pokemon. All right, anyways, we got a Giratina here, and I hit more Dragon Claws than I expected I would. Now, I see this Shadow Magnezone, and I'm thinking, yeah? Oh, wow. Now that's some interesting stuff. I was even contemplating using that, but I was thinking I was going to not win this, but I'm going to try my damnedest to pull this off here because I knew they're going to screw me over. They hit me with the damn Wild Charge. So they've dropped their defense, but they still have 2 shields here. Hit me with the damn Flash Cannon or Mirror Shot, which is doing nothing, which would have done nothing. All right, now they've got a ton of energy at this point. And what do I have in the back? A freaking Alolan Ninetales with Charm. So I let it go. They immediately swap, bring in Giratina, and I'm thinking, okay, we can let all this go. We need our shield for the Magnezone. There's no way. And at this point, I mean, they have no shields, and I know they're very squishy. So they hit me with that. I'm like, okay. I'm not getting to the big charge move. We're just gonna go for this one here. Let's see if we can pull it off. All right, and it's not enough. One more Charm and we take the win. I was pretty excited about that one there because I swear I was gonna lose it. But we pulled it off for a nice 4-1. And I like the Ninetales a lot better. Yeah, obviously it's Rapidash was fun to use and bring it to you with the high horsepower and all, but Charm is looking pretty good. Next battle, I could use Powdered Snow for this one here, but we have Charm, so that's just gonna have to work. Although our Weather Ball is gonna be doing a lot of damage here. Shadow Ninetales is nasty. Not only is it gonna be able to take a hit, but it's throwing out so much damage as well with the stab that it's getting on top of that Shadow. All right, so they're gonna be going for Ancient Power. I'm charming them down, holding onto the energy, and going to immediately throw the Weather Ball. I don't care what it is going to be, a Tapu Fini, that's okay. We're still doing some damage. Not going to swap and lock myself into an Escavalier or something like that. Bringing in the Registeel here, and that is going to be enough to take them out. Don't really need to undertap. They have a Haxorus in the back, but they back out and we take the win. We're looking good. Moving on to our next opponent. We're going to see a Haxorus. Man, these are some nice leads now after they screwed me over for so many matches. Swapping into a Tapu Fini, bringing in the old trash can here. Shiny trash can, that is. And I think we undertapped this one. Yeah, perfect. Oh yeah, beautiful. Beautiful undertap. Look at that. And getting hit with another Surf, that's perfectly fine. There was no way we're going to get that health to that range any closer. All right, that was, yeah. Just enough. So bringing in that Haxorus, we're gonna go for the, now you know what, we go for the Flash Cannon here now, and they shield it up and then they farm us down. Now if you're thinking you should have went for the Zap Cannon, it's not guaranteed for me, remember, for anybody. And even if it was, we would have lowered their attack and they would have gotten even more farm anyways. All right, so we have a Galarian Weezing, which I'm gonna be honest too, this is probably another top 2 for this meta. Because it's just, the moves it has are pretty damn good. So yeah, there you have it, folks. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!